Hello everyone, it's Heather again and Yom Tov. I just wanted to check in with everybody, see how you all are, especially how I ended the video that I put out on Monday. I do apologise for breaking down at the end. I didn't intend to do that. It was just, I was so completely overwhelmed after reading out the lady's letter, after talking about Gary, talking a little bit about Leafy, everything that the Rewired Soul had got involved with. I'd reached, I think, saturation point, and I cannot dive down that rabbit hole again. And I'm not going to, unless he pulls another stunt that affects someone. I'm not going to make any more videos on him. The reason why I've got his name in the title of this video, please believe me, it is not about clickbaiting. It's letting you know how he, even though I've had no direct contact with him, there's been no direct interaction between me and him, I just wanted to show you how his actions, his words, have affected me mentally and physically. I'm not all sort of glammed up today. As some of you won't know, but I had my hair very, very short when I got married last year, and I decided that I wanted to grow it out. And I know it's been, a couple of months, and earlier videos show me with short hair, but I wasn't happy with it. It wasn't growing as fast as I wanted to, so that's why I put the wig on. I'll still bring out the wig to play, don't worry. She's having her hair washed today. But the reason why I'm not made up or anything like that is because, to be truthful, I haven't got the interest or the oomph to do it. I have found myself not being able to sleep. I've got no energy. I feel as if I've swallowed a concrete block that I just can't shift, if that makes any sense. It's like a very, very heavy weight sort of sitting between my heart and my tummy button. It's that sort of heavy, heavy feeling. And this has been sitting with me since my last video. And I do want to apologise for breaking down. That was not my intention. I'm very sorry if that upset anyone. I deeply apologise if me breaking down upset anyone. That is never my intention. I never want to hurt or upset any of you. Nobody. That's not who I am. But as you know, I suffer from depression, and I do get a bit of anxiety. I'm a terrible worrier, I worry about everything and anything. I think I was born to worry, and some people have said to me in the past, how can you worry about people that you've never met, that you never will meet and what have you? But when you make that connection with people and you can feel a bond, and naturally, of course, you worry. It's like, I'm very worried about my friend Lorraine. She faces her surgery on the 18th of March. So I haven't spoken about her for a couple of weeks, but there hasn't really been anything new to tell. I also have another friend who's in hospital having problems with her liver and pancreas. A friend I've had for years. So I'm concerned, very, very concerned about her, because she's a single mum with 5 children. But this thing with Chris, I thought I couldn't say his name, but look, I've done it now. This thing with Chris has wrung me out. I've never had to deal with anything like this before. I don't mean about my personal life. I mean, yes, I have dealt with feeling like this with issues to do with my personal life before. But to do with people I've never met, not physically sat down with across the table from me, no, I've never had to deal with anything like this before. And I found that it's really sort of, it's like it's sucker punched me. All I want to do, to be quite frank with you, is sit in silence and just either stare at the wall or just close my eyes and sit in absolute silence. And I am feeling low right now. And what I wanted to say is this. On the outside, this is what Chris Boutte has inadvertently done to me. And I've had no interaction with him. So if you can imagine the people that he's interacted with, what must they look like? How will they be feeling? If I feel low, heavy, heavy in spirits, I mean, never mind this carcass, but if I feel low in spirits and heavy and a sense of disconnection and a bit numb in places and still a bit raw and, not wanting to get too much into anything because I still want to keep that sort of bubble of protection around myself because I don't want to feel sort of the level of pain that I did the other day. Now, if I feel like that, what must those other people be feeling? All the ones who have talked to him, who have, I hope they haven't, but if they have, spent $100 sitting talking to him, who have felt that they've built up a connection to him, and then they've realised that their idol that they put on a pedestal's got feet of clay. I've been worrying about how will they be feeling. And it's like layers on a cake, isn't it? Something happens and that's one layer, and then something else comes on top and that's another layer, and then there's another revelation, and then it builds up, and then it's more hurt, more pain, more disbelief, more what's coming next, and this fear and anxiety and tears and feeling insecure, and it's just one layer after another, and it's how we deal with those layers. And sometimes I try and find that if I can look into something humorous, I can maybe lift my spirits, but I'm at a point at the moment where I'm not interested. I don't want to look at anything funny. I don't particularly want to, I enjoy playing The Sims, It's one of the things that connect Elle and I with that in common. Not even interested in doing that right now. I've tried to read a book, which I love books, And I don't mean ebooks. I love proper paper books. I love old books. I love the smell of old books. I can't even do that. I love my makeup. I'm not interested in that. I wish I'd never heard of Chris Boutte. I wish I'd never seen him. You know, I can't even bear looking at him. I can't bear to hear the sound of his voice. I feel raw when I think about him, and I try very hard not to think about him, but it feels at the moment on YouTube he's everywhere. And I can't not come onto YouTube because I do have a responsibility. I do feel that it's very important for me because I went and looked. 157 subscribers. Thank you. I have a responsibility to all of you. When you leave a comment, you know, I want to answer you, even if it's just to say thank you for being here. I want to make you feel, each and every one of you, just as important as the next person. You know, if it's possible, I want to be able to be connected to all of you. So I'm not just someone who sits talking into our phone, because that's what I use. It's my phone. I don't have a fancy setup. If you could see my filming studio, you would laugh your socks off. I've got the phone sat up on 2 empty boxes of chocolate. I've got these 2 big round containers that used to have chocolate in, and I've sat my camera on top of them, you know, just to get the eye level to talk to you. I want you to feel that you are important. I'm not just someone who sits and films and then leaves you to comment and says nothing, or, you know, or doesn't even leave you a little acknowledgement hearty or anything like that. I can't just leave you a little hearty. I hope I don't. This sounds terrible, doesn't it? At the moment, I don't think I could cope with growing any bigger, because it's finding the time to get round to everybody. And I don't just have depression and anxiety. I've got an awful lot of physical problems as well, which I will come to at another time. But I can't sit still for too long because it hurts too much. So I've got to pace myself. So it's not as if I can't not come onto YouTube. I do have a responsibility to all of you. And please don't anybody say to me, oh, don't bother leaving a comment. No, it's not. I do have a responsibility, yes. I don't do it because I have to. I do it because I want to. I want to thank you, each and every one of you. I want to say, I don't just write much love to you as a throwaway remark. Everything I say comes from here. Not here, here. That's where it comes from. So, if you say to me, Heather, don't bother leaving a comment, we're fine. I'm sorry, that comment is going to go in that ear, straight out of that ear, because you're going to get a comment. And I will try and leave comments for you within a day, hopefully no longer. But as long as you know that I am going to acknowledge you when you talk to me, it's the least I can do. Okay? That's how I view it. I am so grateful for you, each and every one of you. So it's another way of me saying thank you. You know? Because it's important to me. And I can't end a video. Here we go, every single time, and never get my words out. can't have leave video without having a cigarette. Yes. I know it's bad for me. Yes, I know I'm a terrible example to anyone who is trying to give up smoking. I apologise. But cigarettes for me are like an emotional crutch right now. And by God, have I been going through these at a rate of knots. Seriously. Especially since Chris appeared on the scene. So, anyway, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. I've had some wonderful, wonderful comments, and I will write down everybody's names for the next time that I talk to you. But there have been some particular comments from some of you that have tugged at me more than others. And I'm not doing them in any order of importance or anything like that. Please bear with me. And I am terrible at remembering names. I used to be so spot on with all of that, but the one thing about taking morphine for pain is that it does muck up your memory. And so, forgive me. But I did want to say this to a lovely lady called Clarissa Ann. Clarissa, I just want to say to you, love, I genuinely feel you. I feel what you're going through, and I understand what you're saying to me. And you are going through a very hard time right now. And I want you to know that I want to try and build a little community of people who can all talk to each other and support each other. That's what I would like to have on my channel. I don't just want it to be a channel. I would like it just to be a little community of like-minded people that we can all support each other through thick and through thin. That's what I would like. So, time's getting on. I was going to make this a short video. I never know when to shut up, do I? So, thank you again for bearing with me. Thank you again for watching and for listening. Thank you again so much for subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm starting to come to love you as well, you know, because now you're part of my everyday world. So thank you. And until the next time, take care, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.